Bro, I'm low-key faded.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
We are back after missing last week with the polar vortex. Mike, what's going on, man?
Hey, polar vortex. I'll tell you this, man. If you were impacted by this and you were in the mid-Americas, not so far south in Texas, they got hit hard because they're not used to those elements. But if you're up here in the Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska area, let me tell you something. Never take 1 degree for granted ever again. I know I'm not, because that negative 42 that lasted 4 days in a row, it ain't for me. It ain't for me.
Yeah, it was crazy. It did a lot of damage around here in Texas, but we're glad to be back at it, Mike, and we are kicking off the show. Perfect timing. It is Dak Watch, and today Franchise Talk window opens up. So February 23rd, we're finally here. The tag window opens up. And here we go. We got about 2 weeks before that window closes. So, Mike, what is going on? What is your take here on what's going to happen with the Cowboys? Is this heading towards franchise tag mode or what?
Well, Jane Slater, who is a reliable source that we use right here on the Frisco Report and our YouTube channels, she said the Todd the agent, and all that there was talks there, nothing meaningful. I don't know what nothing meaningful means. They just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, what's going on? What's up? Hey, yep, you're Dak's agent. Cool. All right, we'll talk to you later." Is that how it goes?
I was wondering what that meant too. I was like, what does that even mean? Like, hey, what's up, man? You ready to talk? I don't know.
I don't know what that means either. But obviously, it's the first day of the franchise tag window. They're not going to do it. They got till March 9th to franchise tag them or let them hit the market. Joe, you did a great breakdown of all the scenarios right on his channel. So make sure you go catch that if you missed it. But I think nothing's going to happen right now. You know, obviously, Cowboys and Dak's camp is they're going to start picking up some kind of steam, kind of get a feel, attitudes. How's Dak attitude? How's this attitude, etc. We got to make sure Dak's brother's taken care of because, you know, he has hands in the wallet of the family too. Which is a shame, but I guess it is what it is. But one thing I'm concerned about, Joe, is I think Cowboy fans are letting emotions get the best of them when it comes to Dak Prescott. I get it. The line in the sand is drawn. Pro Dak, not pro Dak, okay? But I'm looking at the big scope of things. Dak Prescott isn't going to fix this defense. Dak Prescott isn't going to fix the offensive line, Joe. We had this defense. We had this offensive line. Dak was 1-3. Not Dak's fault. Don't twist up my words. Not Dak's fault. 4 interceptions, 3 fumbles in 4 games. He lost all 3 fumbles. That's 7 interceptions, or that's 7 turnovers, from Dak Prescott, the quarterback himself, because it puts the pressure on the defense. We didn't have that offensive line security to protect them. There's so many mixed emotions when I talk about Dak Prescott, but you got to realize if we sign Dak, which I'm sure they're going to, okay, we still got to fix this defense. We still got to fix this offensive line. Either way you roll with it, sign Dak, let's roll with 4-6. But before you can do that, the lunatic, you got to fix the defense. Before you can do that, you got to fix the offensive line. Dak isn't the savior we hope that he could be, because if he was, we wouldn't have all those slow starts in the beginning to put us in a 1-4 or 1-3 situation that we were in, Joe. There's bigger things than to sign Dak Prescott. Obviously, it's a priority, but there's other priorities too that needs to be fixed, Joe. Am I just talking out of my A, or what do you think?
No, I mean everybody's got, like you said, there is that line in the sand. You do have like the pros and cons of it. So yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Uh, for me, I'm with the lunatic. Let's sign this. Let's get this thing signed so it's not a distraction. That's what I don't want. It seems like every season there's some kind of off-season distraction, and here we go again. Now it's with Dak. So it is a crazy thing. I want to go into the season without distraction. What I don't want to happen is they tag him and then they're going to keep on like, oh, well, we have till July, whatever, to get him signed, and he'll report. And here we go. Is he going to hold out? Is he going to hold out mini camps? Is he going to report the training camp and all this other BS? Like, I want resolution here. So yeah, I see both sides of the coin here, and they're on the clock. Both sides are on the clock. Dak's side and the front office. For me, the Cowboys have a bad track history of making bad decisions at the biggest moments. Trading 2 first-round picks for Joey Galloway, passing on Randy Moss, passing on Willie McGinnis, trading for Roy Williams, the wide receiver. They do like weird stuff with with these big time decisions. Like, they don't handle big time decisions well. So that's the only thing. It's a wait and see thing for all of us. I think it's a 50-50 deal. But at the end of the day, it's like, they're either going to do this, but the longer this goes, Mike, they're gonna possibly come out of this with, he will be here. I don't think that's a problem, Mike. That he will play this season, but will they bumble this up and not get a long term, and then he walks and you get no first round pick, you just get a comp third round pick? That's the thing that I'm concerned about, is past 2021. So we'll see what happens, guys. What do you guys think in the chat box? Do you think that that the Cowboys are going to hammer out a deal? James Slater did say that there. It looks like it's a little bit more, a little bit more talking than last year. So maybe that's promising. But there's nothing to suggest that anything is impending, like, coming down the pike, like in the next day or so.
Right. And you're not going to see anything probably till you get closer. I would be surprised if we hear something March 5th, 4 days into March 9th. What is that, on a Tuesday? Free agency starts on that Tuesday. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see, where we're at and doing that. Signing Dak and fixing the defense, though, a successful free agents through a successful free agency and the draft is key. Right. But we all know Dak's going to be here regardless, whether you sign him or you franchise tag him. Dak's not going to hold out. He's not going to let $37 million sit there when he was making chump change for the first 4 years of his career. Not going to happen. So Dak's going to be here. But my whole thing is, Joe, is, yeah, there might be that distraction. We've seen, we never had that problem. We haven't had that problem for a long time. Signing a quarterback, because they always took care of Romo. They always took care of Romo. You wake up in the middle of the night and, oh, crap, Romo just signed an 8-year deal. Oh, crap, Romo just signed another 5-year deal. You know what I'm saying? They always took care of Romo. So we never had this window over our head. I think Dak is too big of a leader, to go down that road. He came in here, his head held high, with that franchise tag. I think if they franchise tag him again. But the whole point is, don't overlook and then get blindsided by this defense again and then wonder why this defense sucks. Scout free agents, scout draft guys. Don't get tunnel vision on just Dak. Figure out how we can fix the other pieces too, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, totally get that. The defense definitely needs to get some draft love here early and perhaps often. I know a lot of people who like all 7 rounds to be defense, because the defense last year really made a case for that, to go double dipping at secondary, linebacker, DT. I mean, the defense showed that they need a lot of help, and you can't have any faith that the Cowboys front office is going to bring in legitimate free agents here on defense. It's going to be like your third and fourth week of free agency before they, bring in some names. And some of the names you might even recognize, but they're going to be wash-ups. Their best days will be behind them if you do bring in some players here. So we'll see what happens there.
Let me ask you, I seen an article, I think it was on the Twitter feed, that was saying a lot of free agents that are looking to go to other teams and get a fresh start and everything like that is it might this year in particular because of the cap and the cap number that just came out will settle for a 1-year contract. So do you think the Cowboys can be more aggressive in 1-year deals with bigger free agents because there is that 1-year markup just for this cap year, Joe?
Yeah, it's all about, the market value and this and that. So, I mean, if you're trying to calculate the price, right? I don't think he'll get like a Pat Mahomes deal.
No.
I mean, I think even Dak knows that. Of course,
the
agents are gonna they're gonna try to push it, to that level.
Oh,
and the Cowboys, they're gonna have, they say, well, we want it down here, and that's where the compromise needs to happen. And also the length of the contract. That was the rumor last year, was that they couldn't sign a deal because it was because of the length of the contract. Supposedly Dak wanted a short-term 4-year deal. Cowboys wanted, 5 or more. So if that's going to be the case again, I don't know. It could get kind of crazy.
No, I'm not talking about Dak signing a 1-year deal. I'm talking about risk free agency in general because that's coming up March 9th, right? So the article I was reading, Joe, was a lot of free agents who are looking for new teams, etc., are willing to take 1-year deals on this new cap structure just for this year.
Yeah, there's going to be those players. I mean, we saw, Roethlisberger, he had a meeting with the owner to lower his cap number because I think he knew that he wasn't going to be there this year if he didn't restructure his deal and to get some free agents in there. So you do see this kind of dynamic around the NFL. We know Drew Brees, supposedly wants to cut his deal down to like $1 million or something, but is he retiring? Is he just going to do that so to bring in some more free agents? So we'll see what happens there. But it is a very interesting dynamic here with the Cowboys. Like I said, this is going to be one of the biggest off seasons in Cowboys history since Jerry Jones has bought the team. So we'll continue to monitor the situation, Mike. But guys, we do appreciate everybody that has hopped on here in the chat box. Great comments in here as far as, you do see it in the chat box. Some people are ready for him to walk. Some people want to sign him now and this types of thing. So it is, you do have the two factions. And that's just the nature of the beast. Cowboys quarterback, it was like that with Romo. Now it's Dak's turn and this sorts of things. So we'll see what the Cowboys do, man. It's going to be interesting, and we'll have another update next week. So we'll see what happens, Mike. So we'll see.
Before we switch topics, Joe, we got 66 viewers, 70 viewers in the house, 29 likes, guys. Get me 5 more likes. Give me the 34 likes, guys. Can y'all do that for us right here on the Frisco Report, guys? That's all I'm asking for is 5 likes.
Yes, indeed. 5 likes. Yes, indeed, guys. So now that we have Dak watch that discussion out of the way, we are now going to the 4-round mock draft. Okay. Last couple of weeks videos, we've been doing the 3-round mock. Now we're a little bit deeper with some prospects. We're pushing this now to 4 rounds. So without further ado, let's get into this, baby. 4-round mock draft. We're going to use the PFF Mock Draft Simulator. Let's get this thing on the window. Let me get this thing going for you guys, and we can kick this thing off.
I'll watch the comment section for you, Joe. This is Joe's 4-round mock draft right here, fellas.
Yeah. So another scenario-based type of mock draft. So what I want to do here is I want to do a trade, and maybe 2 trades. I want to possibly move down twice in the first round and get more picks in the top 100. That is the scenario for this mock draft. If we're there at 10 and you see a Rashawn Slater or one of these guys, we're just going to pretend he's not there. So the scenario is going to be we're going to trade down with somebody and we might trade down again. So let's rock and roll with this scenario here, possibly trading down twice. So randomness, we're going to move that all the way to the left. Cowboys. We're going 4 rounds. And regular speed. So let's do this. All right, guys, here we go. Cowboys, here we go. Start the draft. Devontae Smith. Trey Lance went to the Broncos. That's one of my guys there. So we're on the clock now. What I want to do here, I want to look for a deal. Like I said, I'm going to pretend Slater's not there because I do want to move down. So I'm looking to acquire some more picks. Who wants a quarterback? Let me see what's available here for these guys. Who wants to move up with us to get a quarterback? Somebody might want to move up for Mac Jones. Let's see what trades we can do here.
He's hurt. Don't draft him.
Let's see. Who do we want to trade with? Let's see how far we want to go down. Who might want him?
The Vikings.
Vikings at 14. Let's see
they don't
what
want
the Vikings.
Cousins. Oh, the Patriots. You can go 15 with the Pates.
Let's do the Patriots. We're going to do 10. We're going to get their 15. We're going to get their second round. Let me see if I can get this out of them. Trade not accepted. Okay. Let's see if I can get this pick here. What round would that be? 149.
That's your third round.
139 is in the third or fourth. That's third. That might be comp fourth round. Let's see if they'll bite on that. All right, so we're probably just gonna have to do their second round. What? They don't want to do this trade. What's wrong with these guys? Let's see if we can get their third round. Okay. All right, these guys suck.
Have a third round pick. The Patriots got a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, 2 6th, and a 7th.
All right, so Patriots don't want to make a deal. Let's who wants to move up? Washington. They might be on here. A need for quarterback. Let's see what these clowns got going on here. And yes.
Oh, wow. You know, they're one of their 6th round picks they get from us for acquiring Michael Bennett.
And the Cowboys, they have made deals with the Eagles and Giants and Washington before. So before anybody starts crying and whining, they have made deals with these guys before. So let's do this. We're gonna trade down from 9.
We'll go all the way to 19.
We're gonna go down to 19 and see what we can pull out of here.
Who are you trying to target though?
I'm trying to acquire picks in this scenario. All right. I don't want to do that one. What's going on here?
You broke the draft, Joe.
What is going on?
Let's see what the comment section's saying.
All right, this stupid thing froze. What a piece of junk. 4 rounds.
Brown said you should have traded down with the Jets. Warren Duncan said no deal. Chicago says the lunatic. Super Trap wants you to trade with the 49ers.
Let's see, where's Chicago at? Do they even have a first round pick? Let me see.
Mario Flores said leg day was bad, and I almost forgot about the Frisco report. Well, welcome aboard, Mario. Glad to have you.
The Lunatic says 20. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Where's Chicago? They might need a quarterback. They may want to move up. These guys have been known to do some crazy trades before. Teams interested. Where are they at? Here they go. R10 for their 20. That's a pretty high bump. That's 10 slots. So we need to they need to at least give up this second. Maybe even a third. Let's see what happens.
What? Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. There's no way.
They didn't do it.
Third and get a fifth. 205.
There we go. All right. Got what I wanted. Got two more. Yes, there we go. So we got the Bears, 20th pick. We're moving down 10 spot, and we got their number 52 pick and 165. Let's resume.
Now, there was a thing that's called, what is it called, Joe? It's ranked in 100s, and Jimmy Johnson invented it in the 90s.
There's Washington. They did end up taking the quarterback, Mac Jones. So that's interesting there. I guess they got their guy without moving up. So here we go. We are on the clock, guys. Number 20. Do we want to push this and trade down again, or do you want to make a pick here, guys? Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to do. I see Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is still there. Nick Bolton still there. J.C. Horn still there. Zaven Collins is still there.
Yeah, if you trade with the Bears, you get 4 picks in the top 100. Christy Young said trade down. The Lunatic wants to know who's all here. Mario Flores says JOK. Warren Duncan says make a pick. Everyone's saying JOK.
JOK. Yeah, I think we're going to go JOK there. So 20th pick there. That's a hell of a steal.
He had a couple of horns in there.
Kyle Trask. Gosh, that's such an overdraft there.
Now we're in the second round. Oh, those are Philadelphia Eagles right there. Disgusting. Disgusting franchise. And we're back on the clock.
We're back on the clock in the second round. All right. So we got a couple good picks coming up here, guys. So we got Owusu-Koramoah in the first round, number 20. Picked up the Bears picks.
Oh.
Let's look at cornerback. No, let's look at safety. Richie Grant. I'm not going to pass him up. I'm going to pull the trigger on Grant right here, guys.
Richie Grant, you already got 2 in there.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys select.
We're going to go Richie Grant here. Number 44. Will he last there in reality? I don't know. I could see him going in the first, but I'm taking him there. And here comes our Bears that we got. So here's another second-round pick for us. So we got our linebacker in the first. We got our
Campbell.
We got our safety there.
Camo.
Cornerbacks, Aaron Robinson, Gale, Tyson Campbell, Javon Holland. Greg Newsome is still there. That would be Eric Stokes. Let's look at
everyone wants you to go CB or defensive tackle.
Let's look at defensive tackles.
I only go DT if Wilson's there. There he is. Let's go.
Marvin Wilson is there, number 52.
Is that too rich though? You think I don't think he'll make in the third round in real life.
Man, that's good. I mean, that's tempting though. Levi Onwuzurike, he's there too.
Marvin Wilson won't make it third round in real life. He'll be gone day 2.
Jay Tufele, he's still there. What do you guys want?
Early.
Want to go defensive tackle?
Let me read the consensus. Joe, all right. We got Florida State defensive tackle. Take him, meaning Wilson. Is McNeil there? Go from the kid with Georgia, Tyson Campbell. Look at them. They're going with my pet cats. Go corner.
Defensive tackle.
Adebo or Shelvin.
I think that's high for a one tech.
Joseph, quarterback, the cornerback from Kentucky.
Let's see what we got in cornerbacks. Let's take a look at cornerbacks.
What's your
Campbell, Robinson, Newsom, Stokes, Trey Brown, Calvin Joseph. That guy's got some crazy off-field for me, man. I know this guy's like the hot kind of name that people are kind of talking about right now, but
yeah, that's what the Lunatic just brought that up. Good point, Joe.
yeah, I'm not into that, man.
Jay,
Greg Newsom. Let me see.
A run stopper, and the only way you get in a run stopper if you team up Miguel Gallimore and you team up Marvin Wilson, Joe. Oh, draft time wants Newsom.
Cornerback. I think we got to go cornerback. And I do like Newsom out of Northwestern.
Yep, they want you to take Georgia's cornerback. Mario said Kentucky's cornerback or Newsom.
Yeah,
Newsom too. Man, talking about Melifonwu. All right.
Wilson will be there later. I think he might be. So let's go with Newsom here. Let's get us that cornerback. I think we're kicking some ass here so far.
You just skipped Tyson Campbell?
I did.
My heart's broken.
Sorry, bro.
I'm gonna go cry on a pillow tonight.
Here goes the third round, everybody.
The Lunatic said Newsom is solid in his opinion.
Third round. We are on the clock, guys. We are now on the clock, the third round.
You got to go deep at the tackle, see if Marvin Wilson's there. Don't look like it.
Let's look at the defensive tackles.
That boy gone.
I just don't know if Levi will go. Well, third round, yeah, it's possible. Jay Tufeli, Marlon. There's some good DTs here.
Who can play the one, Joe? That's very important.
Third round for a one tech is too rich for me because you're talking about like I think you're talking like a 2-down player. So,
not necessarily. Wait a minute.
Let me see if hold on. Let me look at defensive. Let's take a look. Let me look at wide receiver, man.
Played every down.
I'm on Roz there. I want to come out of this with the receiver. Let me see. We got our linebacker early. Defensive tackle.
Wait. You want to go You want to go receiver? You want to go O-line?
Let's look at edge rushers. Let's see Roche is out there. Rumpf. Chauncey Golston's available. Dalen Hayes. So we got some options as far as edge.
Double dip corner and go to the deep at the tackle with something left.
Does anybody want offensive tackle? You know, we talk about offensive line. Does anybody want to look at offensive line? We got some good ones. Deontay Smith, Robert Hainsey. Those are pretty good guys still sitting there. Blinking light action right there.
Bob Smith said O tackle. Hot Rod VT wants edge or deep at the tackle. The Lunatic is saying, is this regular third pick or comp pick? This is regular pick.
Yeah, this is our regular third round pick. Trey Smith there. Miners.
You see that dash right there with the Patriots? That's the comp pick.
Forfeited. That was because they did that crooked, whatever the heck they were doing. Remember? They got dinged for doing something crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Oh, it was filming the Browns' sideline, wasn't it?
Something like that. Or Cincy or one of those teams. Tight ends. Trimble, Hunter Long, they're available there if you want to add another tight end. What's the consensus looking like, guys?
Oh, it was Cincinnati. That's right. It wasn't the Browns. It was Cincinnati. Good call, the Lunatic. Is Jenkins there off the tackle? Bob Smith wants to know.
Jenkins.
That boy gone.
Nah, Jenkins is gone early.
Levi, get at the run.
Let's look at wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Ooh, no Sage.
I like Amon-Ra here. 3rd round. He's going to do it too.
Where you going to play him at?
He's going to play slot. He's going to be a return guy too.
I think CeeDee Lamb's going to get big this offseason, dude.
Well, we know we're going to lose Gallup. He ain't coming back next year. So McCarthy, like I said, he's always going to be looking to keep ahead of the curve. 3rd round. Amari Rodgers is there too. You could probably get him in the next pick. But Amon-Ra, this guy's too. That's high end right there.
Let's look at tight end. 4th round. You never go around with the 4th round tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Amon-Ra here, guys. Davis Mills. This is an interesting mock. Our comp picks coming up here, number 99.
All right. Didn't like that pick. David Stewart didn't like that pick.
Well, we're not going all defense. I can tell you guys that. And McCarthy has a history of getting wide receivers, man. So get with it. Get with it. There's Kelvin Joseph. He's still there. You guys wanna go Kelvin Joseph here? Off-field issues?
Yeah, he got real bad off-season or off-the-field issues?
Off-field, but, I mean, if you're going, comp pick, 3rd round, Kelvin Joseph, might be somebody you want to throw in the mix, guys. I know some people are looking. I mean, we did get Newsome already. Do you want to get Trey Brown, nickel corner?
I can take Trey Brown. We'll have 2 Browns.
Tommy Trimble. What's the consensus looking like?
No one's really talking. They didn't like that offensive pick that you did. So you shut down the chat, Joe.
What do they want me to draft?
We need to address O-line, says Bob Smith.
Who y'all guys want an offensive line? Robert Hansey, Deontay Smith, 2 tackles. They're still there.
Joseph, corner from Stanford? Question mark. Need defensive tackle pick. Yeah, you haven't addressed the defensive tackle, have you?
Looks like a defensive tackle. There we go. J2 Faley, he's there. Marlon's there.
David Stewart said, "Thanks for getting me prepared to be mad during the actual draft."
To Daryl Slayton's there. There's some good defensive tackle interior guys here. J2 Faley would be more like an upgrade over Tyrone Crawford. He has good tape against Sewell, Penei Sewell. So J2 Faley, if he's there, man, interior, I think you got to go with this pick here.
Sweet Jones said, "What's BPA?"
J2 Faley. Trey Sermon still there. If you want to get another running back, but that's too rich for me. I ain't gonna do that. Interior O-line, Miners, Deontay Brown. He's too slow. Trey Smith. All right. Now, if you're not gonna bring back Connor Williams, right? Are you just gonna move Govern over there when Connor Williams leaves, or do you want to grab one of these other guards here? Give you some depth. Trey Smith, Josh Myers. Got some good options here. Offensive line, interior guys. Tackles. What's the consensus looking like? Offensive tackles. Deontay Smith's there. Hansy's there. Protect yourself from potential issues with Lyle Collins, possibly. We still have the question as far as obviously Tyron Smith. They do like some of the guys on the team, but if you want to get better than Terrence Steele, I think you can go with one of these three guys here: Robert Jones, Robert Hainsey, Deontay Smith. Any love for offensive line in the chat box?
No, it's all defensive tackle.
Defensive tackles. Okay. We already got J. Tufele, though. You want to double dip?
How many corners we got?
No, we didn't get him. There he is. He's still there. So we're going to go J. Tufele. There we go.
Yeah, a lot of defense in the consensus, Joe.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of defense.
I'm thinking at least 70 to 80% of the draft will go defense. They might throw in that surprise wide receiver.
We are now in the fourth round.
Trade.
We got 2 more fourth-round picks coming up. We got 115. So we got that's our next one. And no, we got 138. 115, guys. Do you want to do who you want to look at? You want to look at tight end? You want to look at an edge rusher?
Tight end earlier, but you pick wide receiver.
You want to go edge? Patrick Jones, Chris Rumpf, Patrick Johnson, Chauncey Golston's a good one. Dalen Hayes, he's good. Some of these other guys I'm not too familiar with. Let me see here. Marlon Kemp. So edge rushers have got kind of going away here, but you are in the fourth round, so you're kind of in the rotational developmental guys. Say it again, Mike.
A Dak Prescott round. That's where you drafted Dak right here.
Okay, let's take it. Now, do you want to upgrade your backup quarterback position? This might be where you may want to do it.
Franks.
There's not much here. You got Sam Ehlinger. This guy, pretty electrifying. Developmental fourth-round guy.
Felipe Franks, man. That dude's
Felipe Franks. David Moore. Ian Book.
That's Johnny Manziel. That's Johnny Manziel Jr. right there.
So there's a couple. Nah. Sam Ehlinger. Do we have any Sam Ellingers? Is anybody interested in Sam Ehlinger? Fourth round.
No, we're going corner, O-line, corner. They want Mond.
Mond's gone.
Mond's gone, fellas. Offensive tackle, corner.
We got some more safeties. You want to add another safety in the mix, but I think we're good with safety. Let's look at cornerbacks. Fourth round cornerback.
In this comment section.
Shaun Wade's available if you want to put him in the nickel. I think that would be a steal there. I think that's where he needs to play, to be honest. I mean, this is kind of staring at you in the face. Fourth round, nickel cornerback, Shaun Wade, basically replaces Jordan Lewis. Do I have any Shaun Wades? Put him in the nickel. Anybody want? And we also got Paulson Adebo.
No one's talking.
Let's see what you got. Cornerback, Paulson Adebo. Shaun. I actually like Paulson Adebo more than Shaun Wade myself. So I'm gonna double dip here. I'm gonna go Paulson Adebo. Can't beat that. That's a steal of steals right there, baby.
Adebo over Wade. Adebo, Wade. Wade good. Bad pick. People want Wade. Here we go.
Comp pick in the fourth round. This is where we got Dak Prescott in the fourth round comp. So quarterbacks, do you want to go there? Do you want to look at do you want to look at tight ends? Hunter Long's still there. Guy, that's a hell of a pick there. Hunter Long staring at you right in the face. Guy had a hell of a Senior Bowl. Hunter Long, any Hunter Longs? Anybody want another tight end in the mix? Anybody want to add another utility running back? Trey Sermon, right in your face. He's still available there.
Tyrell Church at linebacker.
Let's add another line. Let's take a look at linebacker. Let's go. Let's rock and roll here. Let's see who's available. Ooh, KJ Britt. Holy cow, he's still there. That's a hell of a one right there. Tough Borland, pretty good. McDuffie, that's a badass right there. So, do you want to double dip at linebacker?
I want Felipe Franks. KJ Britt will be good too.
KJ Britt, Tough Borland, Isaiah McDuffie. Anybody want the linebackers? Anybody want Britt? He's more of a Britt's more of a Mike though. He doesn't give you too much flex, but hell of a linebacker. He had a hell of a Senior Bowl. We covered him, Mike. KJ Britt.
Yep.
And they haven't. We don't know we don't know what they're going to do with Sean Lee yet. They haven't picked up the 5th-year option on LVE. We did get Koromora in the first round.
One tech or edge, Britt. Seen enough of that 4 years at Ohio State. We traded down with Chicago, first round pick JOK. Haven't seen Britt's tape. KJ, no to Britt, says Bob Smith.
Interior guys.
Warren Duncan's to take him.
To Daryl Slayton. That's a big hulking one tech. If you want to get him in the 4th, I think that's too high for him. You can probably get him in the 6th, probably.
Yeah.
What do we got, Mike? What's the consensus? Still want to go linebacker? Do you want to look at edge? Patrick Jones is there.
They're saying Britt.
Patrick Jones. Ellerson Smith. He's there. He had a hell of a Senior Bowl. Ellerson Smith. Pretty much unblockable. Chauncey Golston, he's there. Dalen Hayes. There's some good ones here for edge. Patrick Jones.
Britt. Super Trap said offensive line. So the people that know to Britt, it's kind of mixed. O-line, Sweet Jones. You got 2 O-line, 1 Britt. 2 Britt.
Britt, the lunatic. Britt, no to Britt. Jones, we still got an eye. Go another route. Okay, so an eye. I mean, he's going to be like another rotational designated pass rusher if they can get him on the field. Do you want to go Borland? You want to go Britt? Any love for any of these other guys? I haven't covered Riley or Garrett Wallow, so I can't really comment on those guys. Offensive tackles, Spencer Brown, Christensen, Larry Brown, Missouri, Alaric Jackson. He's not too bad. Let's see what else we got. Tackles pretty wiped out there. Utility guys. Kylan Hill. Cowboys met with Kylan Hill in the Senior Bowl, so they did meet with him. Trey Sermon's available.
What's y'all's consensus right here, guys? Let me know. Christensen for BYU. Is he there, Joe? The lunatic wants to know. BYU off the tackle's harder to me.
Yeah, he's right there. Braden Christensen, tackle, BYU. He blocked for Zach Wilson.
That's my dude right there, too.
You guys want to go with the tackle? Brady Christensen?
Christensen. That's the census, Joe.
Christensen. All right. So it's a good mix. It's a good mix. All right. So there we go.
What do you think so far, Joe?
I think it was an awesome draft. It's not going to be all defense. I like what we did here with the trade down. We got our awesome pick here. We got 3 in that trade. So good trade there. They gave us a B. I mean, these grades, they're kind of subjective or whatever, but Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, number 20, if he's there, he could be there. He could be higher. I mean, but in this mock draft, he was available. Richie Grant, we got him in the second. Greg Newsome, hell of a cornerback. Amon-Ra, bullet in the chamber, ready to rock and roll. Jay Tufele, your upgrade over Tyron Crawford, plays on the outside, plays on the inside. He has good tape against Penei Sewell, so you gotta like that. Okay, guys, if you haven't studied on Jay Tufele yet, go check him out. Good center of gravity. I like him. I like him a lot. Will he be here this deep in the draft? I don't know. I could see him going earlier, but this is probably around the range you could get him. Paulson Adebo this late in the draft, I think, was a steal. Every season the Cowboys, they get a pretty good steal in their draft. So if he's here this late in the draft, I think you did some. So double dipping at cornerback, I think this looks very realistic. Because are you going to keep Cheeto Wuzie? We haven't heard anything at all on that on that at all. We haven't heard anything on any of these free agents. Jordan Lewis, Cheeto, X Wood, none of these guys. So double dipping at cornerback, I could see that happening. Paulson Adebo, Greg Newsome, you're revamping that secondary. Brady Christensen, I think he could battle it out, man. I think he'll be in the mix. They gave us an overall draft grade of an A-. Not bad, guys. Not bad there. It's a good mix. We got 2 offensive players. These top 100 players, I think we did a hell of a job. Jay Tufele, Amon-Ra, Greg Newsome, Richie Grant, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Guys, if you haven't checked Amon-Ra, St. Brown, you need to go look at him. All right, you have to go look at this player. I've been on this player here for a while. I might actually even do a breakdown video of Amon-Ra St. Brown because like I said, McCarthy has a history of taking wide receivers. He's going to do it. How early he takes a wide receiver in this draft, we'll see. I don't think it'll go second, but did we think CeeDee Lamb was going to go in the first last year? It depends who falls. You know what I mean? Could Devontae Smith be a player that falls? You're kind of seeing him fall in the mock drafts. You're seeing Waddle move up. You're seeing Devontae Smith fall a little bit. So I love it. I love this mock draft, man. I think we upgraded the hell out of this. Defense, young playmakers, Richie Grant, Greg Newsome, Tufele. I mean, what's your thoughts, Mike?
I thought you killed it. I thought you killed the trade number 1 to acquire. Obviously, flop the first. Go back up to your trade, Joe. You flopped the first. You added 2 other picks, and just look how big of a difference that made just for your 4 rounds. You still got 3 more rounds left to go, and you covered a lot of issues, Joe. I think this thing got it wrong. I don't agree with the A-. I give you a A+, Joe. I like how you double dipped in that. You triple dipped before you even reached your offense right there. I like how you took care of your linebacker position. We had 3 guys that are free agents: Sean Lee, Joe Thomas, Justin March. We got 3 free agents in the back end: Xavier Woods, Cheeto Bay, Jordan Lewis. I like how you covered those bases with Richie Grant and Greg Newsome. And then you turn around and you got your corner. We got Noah Brown, who's a free agent, and you cover him up. You substitute him for another Brown, Joe. I like that. You went inside. You went back to defense, and you got your tackle by BYU protecting Zach Wilson. Overall, it's an A+ for me, Joe. I think you killed it.
Yeah, I thought it was good, and shout out to everybody in the chat box because you guys did contribute as well as far as what positions in these types of things, and like I said, this is a scenario type thing. So we accomplished what we wanted to do. The goal in this scenario was let's get out of that 10. Let's move down. Let's acquire some more top 100 picks. This might be kind of what something it might look like. Obviously they'll probably go with some different players. Cowboys usually go with their own guys. So, but it's something to consider. You know what I mean? It's something to consider. And like I said before, the Cowboys to stay in the top 10, Mike, that 5th-year option for your number 10 pick will be more. So Cowboys, do they want to get out of that so they don't have to pay that much on their 5th-year option for that number 10 pick? So I thought it was a good draft. I thought it was pretty good. You addressed a lot of positions. I think McCarthy's very methodical, when he adds these players. That's why I was I low-key was looking to see what tight ends remain, because he is a fan of tight ends. We do have Jarwin. We have Schultz. Schultz is, on his final year. So he's going to play for a contract. He might leave. You still have Jarwin. You're going to need another tight end. So keep tight end in mind. Later in some of these other mock drafts, we might revisit that a little bit later down the line. But, man, we do appreciate everybody in the chat box, everybody that checked out this 4-round mock. Mike, appreciate you doing the keep an eye out there on the chat box, monitoring the consensus and this type of thing. Can't do this without you, bro.
Hey, definitely. We got 105 viewers, 60 likes, guys. Get the Frisco report to 65 likes. That's all I'm asking for is 5 likes. I've only asked for 10 likes today, guys. If you don't like it, I get fired. I don't want to get fired. I love doing this with Joe. I love doing this with you guys. But guys, not next show, but in 2 shows, Joe and I will be live to kick off NFL free agency, see what the Cowboys are doing, who's hitting the market. If a Cowboy blockbuster free agency goes to another team, we're going to have you covered right here. Not next week, but in 14 days in 2 shows, guys. So make sure you stay right here with us. I don't know what we're going to do next week, but we'll probably do more draft covers next week. And then, boom, that last show, it's all free agency. New NFL year. Joe, I'm excited. The offseason is here. Football is closer. August is closer than last show.
Yeah. Next week is going to be a lot of fun too. Mike talked about this. We talked about this offline. Next week, you're going to get a 4-round draft times 2. We'll do mine, and then Mike will give his. So we're going to have 2 4th rounds. Okay, 2 4-round drafts next week. So guys, it's going to be awesome. Do appreciate all you guys that check this out tonight. Hit pound on that like button there like you would your Saturday night side chick, like I always said, guys. So we do appreciate it. Mike, if they haven't found you already, where can these guys find you?
Yeah, Joe has it right here, right there on the screen, right there. _Cowboys Corner right there on Twitter, guys. Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube, guys. Hit me up. I need to make content, guys, but I invest so much right here on the Frisco Report. I love doing this better than I do making videos for my own channel. But I gotta get some kind of consistency for you guys, so y'all have something to watch when y'all go over there and click that subscribe button. But I definitely appreciate you guys. And 2 weeks, Joe. 2 weeks. It's free agency time, baby.
Free agent frenzy, baby. We'll be back for that one too. So, guys, shout out to all you guys. If you catch us on the replay, hit like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next week for the next one, guys. Peace, everybody.
Peace.